All right, the pick is in. Are we going to get it? Here we go.
With the first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg.
There it is.
From Duke University.
There it is. So Cooper Flagg goes #1 overall. They get the best player in this draft. I mean, we all knew it was going to happen basically throughout the college season. Maybe there was some Dylan Harper hype. Maybe there's some Ace Bailey hype. But the Mavericks really got like a true two-way elite superstar prospect. There's been talks that he's the best prospect since blank. The fact that he's in those conversations is really impressive. He's going to a team that can make the playoffs next year. I tweeted out that only 4 #1 overall picks have made it to the playoffs in their rookie year. And this is by far the best situation. It was Andrew Bogut and Andrea Bargnani and Derrick Rose in the mid to late 2000s and Markelle Fultz in the 2017 draft. And he was banged up in the playoffs as well. But Cooper Flagg can help this team right away. There's so many fun lineup iterations of Cooper Flagg, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively, Kyrie Irving when he's back healthy. They've been linked to D'Lo. They have such a deep team with Caleb Martin, Max Christie, Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, Daniel Gafford. It's a team that could realistically make a run in the playoffs next year. They're not going to be the finals favorite on paper. They have a good coach in Jason Kidd. They have some draft capital to use. I mean, this is a really good situation, barring some weird ownership things or some weird Nico Harrison things. Cooper Flagg is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I don't think he's going to be an all-star in his rookie year, definitely year 2. But he's going to make so many like eye-popping plays on the defensive end of the floor as a help defender, as a transition defender. Big question mark for Cooper was the three-point shot coming into Duke this year from Montverde, and he shot 38% from 3. The catch-and-shoot numbers were great, and he's going to be a lot of fun to watch because last year the hyped-up college prospects were Reed Shepherd and Stephon Castle, great prospects, but it does feel like we've gotten like our Anthony Edwards, our Cade Cunningham, our Paolo Banchero, our Zion Williamson type hype prospect. So yeah, big fan of Cooper Flagg's game. Who isn't, right? And he's going to be a lot of fun to watch in a loaded Western Conference. Like the Southwest Division with the Dallas Mavericks adding Cooper Flagg, the Houston Rockets adding Kevin Durant, the San Antonio Spurs having Wemby, Fox, and the next pick in this draft. And then you also have, I mean, the Pelicans and the Grizzlies are in weird spots, but they're good teams. They are really good teams, at least compared to some of the league, right? Like they're not going to be bottom feeders in the West, depending on if they sell. I mean, the Pelicans just traded for Jordan Poole. They have pick 7. The Grizzlies still have John Triple J. It's going to be a loaded conference for sure.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
Yeah, so no surprise there. The San Antonio Spurs get Dylan Harper with the second overall pick. Another team that didn't really need a top pick in this draft, and they get somebody that's been compared to James Harden, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Brunson for all the right reasons. The downhill attacking. He shot around 72% true shooting at the rim. That is incredible for somebody at his size. That's more like a come on, my watch, a Rudy Gobert, one-dimensional big attacking the rim. So he's extremely skilled, and playing with Ace Bailey helped him a lot be off ball. And that's what we're going to see from Dylan Harper in San Antonio, right? Going to guys like Fox, Castle, as of now, Vassell, Johnson, and obviously Wemby that need the ball in their hands. And Harper, his big swing skill will be the three-point shot, but I believe in it. And if he could just be 35, 36 from 3, he's going to be an all-star one day, and he could be one of the best point guards in the league, given the size, the combo guard scoring ability, and the defensive potential. So I'm a big fan of Dylan Harper. I thought at one point he could rival Cooper Flagg, but he's, in my opinion, like a tier 2 of his own as well. If it's Ace, I'm going to let out a whoa.
With the third pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers.
There it is. There it is.
VJ Edgecombe.
There it is. VJ Edgecombe gets drafted. Ace Bailey does not go in the top 3. He gets his wish. And wow. Okay. So you had another, not like a 3 or a 4, but you had one of, if not the best athlete in this class. I do believe Edgecombe is a top tier athlete. The man could poster it on anybody. He could run the floor. The point of attack defense is amazing. He is somebody that can guard multiple positions. He needs to get a little bit better at finishing at the rim, and I do think he's a developmental guy, but he's a highly touted recruit. I believe in the athleticism. I think he's not a movement shooter. I don't think you need that because Maxey, McCain, Grimes can move extremely well without the ball in their hands, and all 3 of those guys, more so Maxey and McCain, aren't great defenders. Edgecombe can step up right away, catch alley-oops, run the floor. We're 3 for 3 in the mock, baby. Let's go. We're 3 for 3. Thank you for the donation, Amanda. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Shams is back spoiling picks, you guys are saying.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
G-Ward, thank you for the donation. I'll see that in a second.
With the 4th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Bang! Bang! That's 4 for 4! That's 4 for 4! Got the mock right. I'll take it. So the intel, let me lower that. The intel is true. Khan does go 4, and we are off and running in this. We are off and running. G-Lord mentions as a Hawks fan, I want Egor. I think it's going to happen, man, and thank you for the donation. All right. We are off and running in this mock. Nipple, I mentioned it before the pick, but the dude is such a safe prospect. They went high upside swinging Tre Johnson on last year. You take the best shooter in this class. You take somebody that stepped up when Cooper Flagg, you could see it on the ESPN broadcast, the ACC tournament, like all-rookie MVP. Cooper Flagg gets hurt, right, in that Georgia Tech game, I believe it was, rolls his ankle. Khan steps up, does not turn the ball over. He could throw alley-oops to the big man. This is good for Mark Williams as well if he stays. Or Diabate, or whoever the big man is in Charlotte. They have somebody that could play make, that could run the offense at a pinch, that could be an elite shooter, move well with off the ball. I like this a lot for Charlotte. I do. I think VJ would have been a little bit more perfect, but I think Nipple is almost as good as it gets. And I think him, Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball, they outwork. Khan is a fine enough defender. I think he's a neutral defender. He's not quick laterally, but he can hold his own. He's strong. And like I said, he knows his limitations. I'm a big fan of Nipple. He's my 4th ranked prospect. And the draft is gone as my big board has. I don't know if Tre Johnson's going to go 5, though. I'll make sure to wait a second.
Here's Commissioner Silver.
With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey.
Danny Ainge
from Rutgers University.
Oh, Danny Ainge said F it.
Yeah,
oh my God, okay. He didn't even work out.
It was never about his talent.
I don't even think he wanted to be there. Wow. Okay, this is kind of crazy. So Ace Bailey does not get his wish, which I think was Washington. Now this messes up. Okay, the mock is done. The mock is done. I respect it. I just said before the pick that unless there's a trade, yeah, no, I don't think there's a trade. I said before the pick, you didn't get that Amen Thompson, Wemby, Brandon Miller in 23. You didn't get Alex Sarver, Sachet last year. So, wow. Was it that delayed? Either way, this is crazy. The mock is done, but you get the guy he has more superstar potential than Nipple. He probably does than VJ Edgecombe. You just now have to build your system around Ace Bailey. So, he's somebody that is an elite mid-range shooter. He can hit extremely difficult shots. He's a very good transition defender. There's a lot of good film from him at Rutgers, but there's some tunnel vision. There's some bad shot selection. There's some unwillingness to continue his downhill attacking and just pull up and take a weird mid-range. Yeah, I love this for Utah. I'm glad they took a swing. I have Ace ranked 6th. I would take him here. Because I think for Utah's position and where they've been since they traded Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, you have to take the high upside swing. And if you were going to take Jeremiah Fears, I think it's not what you should do. And even if it was Khan here and he fell, you take Ace Bailey, who could be an all-star. Will Hardy is a very good talent developer, in my opinion. I think they have a smart front office. And I think this was smart. I think this was smart to get Ace Bailey. I like him in Utah. This was one of my favorite fits, I said, throughout the draft process. I mean, I don't think he was given good advice by his camp and his agent. I think they handled it very poorly, gave him a very bad look, but the kid's 18, 19 years old. He's going to be a completely different person when this is done. Me too, Mark. I'm surprised they did it. I was ready to hear Jeremiah Fears. So the mock is kind of on life support. I would need Jeremiah Fears to basically swap with Ace. If this is come on, which it could be, I'm screwed. Yeah, how do we feel about this? What do you put a letter grade on this pick for Utah? Do you give it an A? I mean, oh man, you have Bryce Sensabaugh, Ace Bailey, Cody Williams, Lauri Markkanen in there. If I'm Utah, I'm trading Lauri Markkanen this offseason. I think you're okay being somewhat, oh my God, AJ Debinsa and Ace Bailey fighting for the Rock in 2027. I mean, if Ace does become a star, and I think there's a better chance he becomes a star in Utah than New Orleans, Yeah, Charlotte's it's not gonna look great for Charlotte. But I hated the fit of Ace with LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges and even Brandon Miller. I think the leadership is still a little wonky there. You got to believe in Charles Lee. I love Brandon Miller. I'm buying all the Brandon Miller stock, but I like this. I like this for Utah. They took a swing, and I'm glad they did. Yeah, I think so. Like Philly, dude, how are they going to feel? But I just don't think that he would have been the same player that he's going to be in Utah that he would have been in Philly.
The Washington Wizards are on the clock, and they've made their selection.
With the 6th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Tre Johnson from the University of Texas.
Tre Johnson.
All right, I'm hoping you guys heard that it wasn't delayed. So
guard.
they take, in my opinion, the best player available. I had Tre Johnson ranked 5th on my big board. You get him at 6th. Hey, that's positive value for sure. And I think they made the right selection. I don't think it was going to be worth it to pass up on the talent. He's up there with Concanippo as one of the best shooters in this class. He was an elite shooter in high school. He was an elite shooter last year at Texas. Got a great mid-range jumper, can attack closeouts, pull up on the mid-range, kind of on the baseline. And yeah, he's somebody that could be just an elite movement shooter, kind of Corey Kispert-ish. I think some Cam Thomas in his game, but I do think there is some playmaking ability. I think you got to worry about the defense, and it scares me to see him with like Bub out there, because I think Trey is like a perfect shooting guard at the NBA level. I don't think he's going to be physical enough, at least right away, to guard threes. So I do wonder what it's going to end up happening there. So I don't know. It's a weird positional fit. I think one could be a 6-man, one could start, Trey could start, Bub could be a great 6-man. I don't think you can have them both out there defensively. Maybe they address perimeter defense at 18, like they had that Grizzlies original pick. So I think it's going to be interesting what they end up doing. But I'm glad they took the best player available, and I do like that pick a lot for Tre Johnson, or for Washington.
The podium, and once again, welcome in NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
With the 7th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jeremiah Fears from the University of Oklahoma.
Gifted is the word.
All right, so they take Jeremiah Fears. The mock is saved. If they're gonna go the guard route, I would have preferred Kasparis. Better finishing at the rim, better size, more track record of a shooter, could play off ball a little bit more. Now Fears is a good player. I mean, he's my 11th ranked prospect. He goes 7. That's not crazy by any means. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Fears is not going. Fears' veterans are Jordan Poole, a hurt DeJounte Murray, and Zion Williamson. And the Pelicans have dysfunctional ownership. Now, they have a new general manager in Joe Dumars, who didn't really do the best in his previous 10 years as general manager in the early 2000s. He takes Fears, who is a maestro out of the pick and roll for somebody at his age, at his size, and I think he's going to get better and better, but he's a developmental guy. I would be very shocked if he's a major impact player right away, but I'm a little skeptical about this pick. This is probably my least favorite pick so far, especially after the Jordan Poole trade. Like, I don't know, Jordan Poole was maybe a fine veteran in Washington, but like Zion, Poole, and DeJounte Murray as his mentors. Let's see.
Let's see who the Brooklyn Nets select. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver has the pick.
With the 8th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Egor Demin from Moscow and Brigham Young University.
Oh, man.
Egor Demin is
that's my first whoa. That's my first whoa. I have Egor. Okay, I should have had Egor, not Kasparis. I have Egor Demin ranked 22nd. Oh my God. Oh man.
He makes sure Dad does to send game feeds to all.
Wow,
of
what do we
Egor's
feel about
fans,
this, guys? This
and
is my
those
first
videos
whoa.
Include commentary and include analysis that he does in real time.
Oh my God. I don't know, Jim. I don't know. Egor's an interesting prospect, man. I would say he's an even polarizing prospect. He must have destroyed the workout. I mean, a lot of great people that do great draft content. Jonathan Gavoni, shout out.
In assist
I didn't mute that. I apologize. Yeah, this is my first whoa pick. How do we feel about this? Brooklyn, I don't know. I want to trust Sean Marks. I had him ranked 22nd. Jacob Myers does a great job league him. He said he killed the workout, I believe. And Jonathan Gavoni said he killed the workout. The Russia connection. No, Prokhorov is not the owner. He shot 41% from the field and 27% from three, 69% from the free throw line. If you take out the out-of-conference schedule, which he played, who'd he play? Central Arkansas, UC Riverside, Queens, North Carolina, Idaho, Mississippi Valley State. I want to just show you guys his numbers in regular season play. He had a good game against VCU in the tournament in Alabama, but I want to pull up his numbers. If this will even load. I don't even know. I might have too many tabs in. Okay, so in his final 28 games, BYU was good. He shot 37% from the field, 22% from three. He averaged 9.8 points and 5.1 assists. Now, Egor Demin is like 6'9" without shoes. He's 6'9", but my God, man. He's the best passer in this draft. What is he? I guess he's going to play point guard.
Hard is really a skill. All right, the Raptors pick is in. Let's send it back to the podium.
With the 9th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Colin Murray-Boyles from the University of South Carolina.
Colin Murray-Boyles sharing this moment.
Wow. I did not expect to be CMB. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Okay, CMB is an elite defender. The analytics community loves him. I did not think he was a Masai pick. I really thought he was going to be... I thought it was going to be Carter Bryant or even Kaman, like the high upside switchable wings. I mean, if Colin Murray-Boyles, similar to Egor Demin, develops a shot, he could become one of the best players in this class. Yeah, this is one of the best defenders. I don't know where you play him, but if Scotty Barnes is a point guard, you can have Murray-Boyles out there. Even can guard fives, how physical he is. He has a little bit of offensive Julius Randle to his game. I thought this was going to be Carter Bryant. I have Colin Murray-Boyles ranked 12 on my big board. I don't hate it. I would just take Asparis or Carter Bryant in my opinion, but I'm intrigued about Colin Murray-Boyles in Toronto. Whoa. What is going on? Hello. Apparently we have a trade to announce. Shams. Whoa, and they kept 10? Charlotte, what are we doing? Oh, man, a 2029 first? That's not unprotected. Is that a swap? Zachary, thank you for the $5 donation. Kings picking Papa Giannis, I know, right?
Throwing it to you with 10 seconds left. Adam Silver's at the podium.
Wait, what is going on right now?
With the 10th pick in the 2025
Is this
NBA
going
Draft,
to Phoenix?
the Houston Rockets select Kaman Malawach from Rumbek, South Sudan, the NBA Academy Africa in Senegal, and Duke University.
Oh my God. They just got Kaman Malawach and Mark Williams? No way. What? Guys, what? They didn't get pick 10 in that deal. I didn't think Charlotte would get that. Oh my God. No way. They just, I kind of like that. What first round pick is the 2029 one? Hold on. I got to figure this out right now because I got to know what it's, oh man, is it a swap? Is this site? Don't tell me the site's down. Don't tell me the site's down. Please. This is a goated pick site. Suns, 2029. What is 2029? 2027. Hold on. Oh my God. It's a swap. Oh, wow. Oh man. I don't know if I love that for Charlotte. Oh my God. Suns might have just, locked in. Cold. It's not even like their pick. It's a swap. So who knows what's that gonna... Oh my God. I love this for Phoenix. Phoenix, man. Let's go. Let's go. Their fans gotta love this right now. That is massive. Oh my God. So, like, would you have taken... I mean, they had the 29th pick. I mean, they always wanted to trade Mark Williams. Okay, well, it spoiled the pick. It spoiled the pick. I'm never checking this. Why did you have to spoil the pick? Oh my God. Well, the pick has been spoiled for me. Thanks a lot. And I probably just spoiled it for everybody else. If you're watching, I haven't said who the player is. So maybe mute this now because I'm going to say the player's name. Portland trades down. I assume with 16 going to Portland to take Cedric Howard. I love Cedric Howard in Memphis. I mocked him to OKC at 15. So He's my 15th ranked player, but I think Memphis is a good spot for him. They hit on Jalen Wells. For the value, they hit on Vince Williams and Gigi Jackson. So I think that is really good value, and let's hear him talk about it.
Pick. And then elsewhere, the Phoenix Suns draft Kamal Malawach, but they have also traded for center Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets. I'm told the Hornets are getting the number 29 pick in tonight's draft, as well as a 2029 first-round pick. So we know the Suns have had an issue with their front court size, but they have addressed it in a massive way tonight.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God. So the Pelicans move up 10 spots. Whoa! What? Okay, there's no spoilers for the pick. There's no spoilers for the pick. Why would New Orleans trade that Milwaukee pick? Oh my God. Oh man, what are they doing? Oh my God, that's such a good pick. Oh man, I don't know if I would trade that pick. And it's a huge get for Atlanta. Okay, the pick is in for Chicago. Hold on. We have so much going on.
Sorber.
With the 12th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Noah Essengue from Saint-Jean-du-Bray, France, and the Club in Germany.
All right, so the Bulls fan. All right, so they take Essengue. They take Noah Essengue, who I had 18th on my mock. My mock is cooked. Oh man. So Essengue, 6'10" without shoes. He is a lanky human being. He can guard multiple positions. He needs to get stronger. He needs to get more physical offensively. He's a phenomenal cutter and slasher. A lot of like Matas Buzelis in a way in his game, but he's young. He's not going to be, or he's the second youngest player in this draft. Because he's a little bit younger than Cooper Flagg, which I thought Cooper Flagg's birthday was in November, but no, I'm definitely wrong on that. Either way, it doesn't matter. Essengue goes to the Bulls. I would have liked Queen. I would have liked Newell. I would have liked Kasparis in a way. Carter Bryant, I think, is going to be a better player than Essengue. I have Essengue ranked 13th, but I feel like I was going to drop him, and I kind of wanted to change it below Cedric Howard. He's a good athlete. He's going to have to, I think, be a little bit more physical around the rim. It's going to be a completely different style of play at the NBA level. The swing skill is the shot. If he develops a shot, it's something, but he is not NBA ready in a way where he's going to be like an all-rookie first-team guy, in my opinion. He's going to have some wowing defensive plays and some block shots, but I don't know. I don't know for Chicago. I just can't really have a lot of faith in them. I can't. I can't. I'm more like focused on New Orleans trading that Bucks pick.
With the 13th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Derik Queen from the University of Maryland.
All right, I forgot I'm delayed. So finally, you guys probably knew that was Derik Queen for a while. Oh man, how do we feel about Derik Queen with Zion, which I think your best purpose of Zion is playing point, but you just traded for Jordan Poole. Derik Queen is, oh my God. Oh man. Derik Queen said he's like a 7 out of 10 conditioning. There's going to be so many like Queen Zion jokes. I hope not. Queen seems like a great kid, and I'm really excited to watch him. He was a guy I had the most, like one of the toughest scouting jobs with, because I don't love the defense. I don't buy the shot whatsoever, but man, is he so crafty with the ball in his hands. He gets the ball at the elbow, downhill, spin move, floater touch. It is smooth as butter for somebody at his size, but I think he needs a lot of development, and I just don't trust New Orleans. I mean, they did a great job with Trey Murphy and Herb Jones, but yeah. Melon Man, thank you for the $5 donation. Do you and your girl agree about politics? This is a crazy chat. Not going to answer that, but man, I hope you guys work it out. I hope you do. Thank you for the donation, man. If you want me to answer anything about Derik Queen, that's a little bit better suited. Sam, thank you for the $5 donation. What do you think of the Suns' moves? Love it. I think it's an A+. Kaman's great value at 10, position of need, and they got Mark Williams for not a valuable first. I hope everything works out, Melon Man. I hope so. Who's gonna pick Grant Nelson? That's a day 2 thing. Oh man, Derik Queen jokes. I mean, I think that was like a nickname for him. Oh man, I mean, hey, you have Zion at the point, but like you have Queen Zion and Misi can't be out there at the same time. That is not a good floor spacing duo or trio. Now you have Poole. Murray is not really a great shooter. You have Jeremiah fears. I don't know, man. Maybe there's a fun lineup one day. I just don't know what Zion's future is on this team. What is Zion's future? I don't know. Are they going to trade Zion? I think this is an interesting pick. Now, I think San Antonio is interesting here. I think this could be Beringer. Carter Bryant at 14 would be great value. Would be in phenomenal value if they took him here. Oh, the pick is in. Oh my God, this is quick. Let's go. We're moving. Hold on.
With the 14th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Carter Bryant from the University of Arizona.
Wow, Carter Bryant to the Spurs. Wow. That is... Oh, man. That's amazing pick. Carter Bryant, I know people are going to look at the stats, because I'm going to pull up Carter Bryant's stats, right? He is somebody that played 37 games at Arizona, 6.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. But he's somebody that can guard 2 through 5, in my opinion, at the NBA level. I think there's a chance he can guard 1 through 5 at his peak. He's that quick laterally. He's insanely strong, 6'8", amazing spot-up shooter, amazing catch-and-shoot shooter. He played with a lot of ball-dominant guards at Arizona. I did not like the way Tommy Lloyd used him. But, man, the shot looks amazing. The intangibles are there. He was a 20th ranked high school recruit. He's got that pedigree. I love this pick for San Antonio. I think this is a great pick. For sure. Think so. These questions are getting more and more personal.
The 2025 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Thomas Sorber from Georgetown University.
I mean, good for Thomas Sorber, man. He suffered a gruesome injury, like on the foot, middle of the year at Georgetown. He was such a good rim protector, and I've said it for the last 4 to 5 months. He is the second best rim, or he's the second best prospect in terms of rim protection potential. Like, I think if there's somebody that ends up an all-defensive team at the center spot, it's come on. Number 2 with Thomas Sorber. Great athlete. The shot looks promising. And, I think this is a great pick. I think this is a great pick by Oklahoma City. He can rehab. He can spend some time in the G League. I think this is a really good pick.
With the 16th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Yang Hansen from Zibo, China, and the Qingdao Eagles.
Hansen Yang with 16? What? Oh my God. What? You gotta be kidding me. No. People were saying that in the chat. I thought they were joking because it's so outlandish. He's not even sitting in the green room. He's in the crowd. Holy shit. Hansen Yang with 16. No way. Portland. Joe Cronin, what are we doing? Oh my God. Skrills, thank you for the donation. The Raptors creating 2020 with all these wings. You got a point. Oh my God. This is Portland, right? Before I just go in on Portland here. What? Portland took Hansen Yang. The NBA draft is one of a kind. Oh my God. I mean, Hansen Yang is a fun player, but holy project. He's my 38th ranked player. 38. What? I still can't sit down. This is the most insane pick. This blows Egor Demin out of the water. Oh my God. The CBA center, who is very skilled with the ball in his hands. He's got a fine touch for a big man. But oh my God. They must think he's the next Jokic. Oh my God. I think the pick's in. Hold on. Oh my God. Minnesota.
With the 17th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Yohan Beringer from Strasbourg, France,
Is that how we say
and the Olympia Club in
I
Slovenia.
thought it was Beringer. Beringer? Did he butcher that? Okay, Beringer goes. I guess they do need a big man. I'm sure they wanted maybe Thomas Sorber. Come on, my watch. Wow. Okay, so I'm still on the Hansen Yang pick. I feel bad for the Beringer pick, which I'll get to right now. I mean, I think he needs a little bit of work as well. They must have been like, oh, international center went ahead of us. It was probably Beringer. No, or Beringer. That's what Silver said. And they get their guy. He's skilled around the rim. He's a great athlete. He's got a good ball handling ability. He didn't really put up numbers at all in the Adriatic League. There was some reports about like some motor issues with him. But it's a little high for me. I mean, I think they need a big man. I had him going 14 in the mock because I thought the Spurs really liked him. I had him ranked 32nd on my big board for what Minnesota's window is. I know this is like looking after Gobert, and I get that. So I see the vision taking the long-term project and like Kalkbrenner right now. I think Kalkbrenner would have made a little bit more sense. I mean, I would have traded up with Portland to get Sorber at this point. ZXR, thank you for the donation. When are we getting the Hansen Yang rebuild? Dude, that has... RG, thank you for the donation. This was actually Portland that did this, and I still can't believe it. This might be more shocking than the Luka trade for me. This might be the most shocking thing ever. I can't believe it. I'm still on the Hansen Yang thing. I'm sorry, Timberwolves fans, about the Beringer. I can't even think that just happened. Because if you're following the draft all year, this is a complete shocker. This is how, if it doesn't work out, you got to get fired for this one. Young Baller, thank you for the donation. Do you think the 76ers would target someone like Drake Powell in the second round? For sure. They need wing defenders, and they clearly like that type in Edgecombe. So I think they could do that. I mean, I want to be part of the Yang gang. I just think for positional for value, Hansen Yang was not going to any. I can guarantee you. I don't even have an so I can't. I'm talking out of my ass because I don't have intel into any of the teams, but I don't think any team was taking him in the top 20, and you took him at 16. I don't think any team was taking him in the top 23. Holy shit. I love the NBA draft. Hansen Yang went ahead of Kaspera Jakucionis. What a world. Okay, here we go.
Deal to be finalized later. The Portland Trail Blazers are trading to the Memphis
10
Grizzlies
minutes for that pick.
the draft rights to Cedric Coward, the 11th pick, and the Grizzlies are trading to the Trailblazers the draft rights to Yang Hansen, the 16th pick. And with the 18th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Walter Clayton Jr. from the University of Florida.
All right, so Walter Clayton, I assume Utah thought Miami was going to take him at 20, so they leapfrogged them to take him at 18. I mean, he's an incredible shooter. I don't think Walter Clayton is a super, he's not a man of many skills, I think. I don't think he's the best defender in the world, but I do think he's smart with the ball in his hands. He's an incredible scorer. He's got great touch around the rim. He shot, you could see, 38% from three last year, and he did it on the biggest stage. He did in March Madness, and he did in the Final Four. He did in the National Championship for a team that won it all. So, hey, you got to respect what Walter Clayton did. 4-year college player. Utah takes somebody on the older side. So I do feel like Clayton is, I don't know. I like Jace Richardson more. I like Kasparis. I thought he was going to go before him more. So I don't love this for Utah, but I'm glad they got a shooter, more NBA-ready guy. And they kind of need, if Isaiah Collier isn't going to be much of a shooter, another guy in that backcourt that could be much of a shooter for sure.
With the 19th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Nolan Traore from Charenton, France, and the San Quentin basketball in France.
All right, Nolan Traore goes. I don't know if Silver butchered that naming at all. Egor Demin and Nolan Traore is an interesting get. I like the high upside. Wait, chat, do I get a half a point? I had him at 26. Can I get a point for him to Brooklyn? Because I knew they liked him as well. I'll take it, right? I don't know. I love Traore's speed with the ball in his hands. I loved him last year. What he did at the under 18 Adidas circuit was so impressive against top recruits. But man, the shot can be interesting, but it wasn't very consistent. He struggled sometimes at the rim, but he plays with so much pace and he's really fast with the ball in his hands. I like the high upside. I would just now like if you took Carter Bryant at 8. Or because, I don't know. Now you doubled up on ball handlers. Interesting, but they don't really have a lot of point guards on their team, so I guess I get it.
With the 20th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Kasparis Jakucionis from Vilnius, Lithuania, and the University of Illinois.
I know Miami has had interesting like picks and just like decisions as a front office as of late, but I love this. I love this. I trust their development. I like the Kel'el Ware pick was crazy, I thought at the time, and it really worked out. Kasparis at 20 is great value. Kasparis is phenomenal value. Somebody that I thought should have been a top 10 pick. He ends up going 20. And he's a combo guard. I believe in the shot. He comes from a professional background. He's somebody that can play off the ball, on the ball. I think the form is better than Fears. He could finish at the rim better than Fears. I had them ranked very close to each other, and he ends up going number 20. This is great value for Miami. I had him ranked 7th on my big board.
With the 21st pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Will Riley from Kitchener, Canada, and the University of Illinois.
And so Illinois players go back to back.
That is cool that Will Riley and Kasparis went back to back. So Will Riley's a member of the Wizards. So the Wizards end up with Tre Johnson and Riley. This is a Will Dawkins type player, somebody with size, ball handling ability out of size, creativity, the aggressiveness that he has. But he's got to work on the shot, and that's going to be his calling card in the NBA because he's got great size. He needs to get stronger, but he shot 43% from the field, 32 from three, 72% from the free throw line, all below average. I like the shot. They're showing on the broadcast he grew 5'9" to 6'6" during the pandemic. Crazy. Where was that for me? But he's somebody that has got great ball handling for size, like I said, can run the floor, can kind of heat up out of nowhere as well. He is going to the Washington Wizards in a trade with the Jazz. For Washington, I like Will Riley going here. I think it's a good fit. I trust what Will Dawkins is doing in this like post Bradley Beal era, post Tommy Shepard era, and I think him and Keyshawn George, as since I mentioned in the chat, really good kind of duo coming off the bench that can complement each other. A little bit of defense, a little bit of offense. I like this pick for Washington. I think this isn't like an A+ pick, but I think there is something there, and I think you just got to develop him, trust him, maybe play some time at the Capital City Go-Go in the G League, but he could be a good rotational scorer for you one day.
With the 22nd pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Drake Powell from the University of North Carolina.
Wow.
This pick, of course, Drake Powell
Okay.
is actually going to Brooklyn.
Yep, this pick is going to Brooklyn. I had in my original mock you guys saw on YouTube, Drake Powell to 27. I knew Brooklyn liked him. I did not think they were going to take him this high. Okay, yeah, I did not think he was going to go 22. Drake Powell was a big stand in the corner guy at UNC. RJ Davis, Elliot Cadeau, they dominated the ball, but he shot well from three. I think the form needs some work, but he's got a crazy wingspan. The defense was on display. He can guard multiple positions. He can move very quick. He's very agile as well. He's very good shot blocker. I mean, you hope that this is somebody that is a pinnacle 3D guy that could guard. I mean, this would have been a fun Hawks pick for sure, but I mean, I'm glad they ended up going more of a wing player. I'm scarred from what Derik Whitehead, because I loved his shot coming out of Duke, and he could not really shoot here in the NBA level so far. So I hope Drake Powell isn't the same, but I don't mind it. Yeah, this is the
Washington Wizards are trading to the Utah Jazz the draft rights to Walter Clayton Jr., the 18th pick, and the Jazz are trading to the Wizards the draft rights to Will Riley, the 21st pick.
confusing the audience with this.
And with
The
the
league is so
23rd
stupid
pick
for this.
in the 2025 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Asa Newell from the University of Georgia.
So a Georgia guy stayed.
See, this is what I hate. They say Asa Newell's going to the Pelicans. No, he's not. He's going to the Atlanta Hawks. You're confusing everybody. It's so stupid. We can easily fix this, but I don't know. We're just blind here. But I like Asa Newell in Atlanta. Asa Newell's another guy that didn't really shoot the best this past season, but I do think he could space the floor. He shot 29% from three. The form looks good. He played off of the guards over there, Georgia, I think very well, and he's going to one of the best playmaking guards in the NBA. This is a great fit for Asa Newell's career. I think he would have to be thrilled playing off of Okongwu, Jalen Johnson, Kristaps Porzingis, being coached under Quinn Snyder, and having Trae Young playmake for him. I think this is great. Oh, it is. Let's go. So let's see who they take. Well,
We have another trade to announce. As part of a deal to be finalized later, the Atlanta Hawks are trading to the Brooklyn Nets the draft rights to Drake Powell, the
So
22nd
stupid.
pick.
You're confusing everybody.
And with the 24th pick in the
This is Sacramento.
2025 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Neek Clifford from Colorado
Good
State
for Neek,
University.
man. Neek's a fun player.
And how fitting that he is wearing Sacramento Kings purple.
That's cool. Dude, Neek's a fun player. This guy got so much better over the course of the year. He's a 5-year college player, started at Colorado, went to Colorado State. But, man, his progression from when he started in the NBA to when in college to when he finished is so impressive. He's an elite rebounder at his size. He gets a lot of comps to Josh Hart for that reason. He's a very good three-point shooter. He could score at the rim. He could play off of 2 feet. He's got great pump fakes. He's somebody that can attack closeouts. I like this pickup for Sacramento. I'm intrigued to see what they gave up. Because if they gave up a decent amount, we'll see. But if they gave up seconds, I'm fine with this. I didn't think OKC was going to make 2 picks.
With the 25th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Jace Richardson from Michigan State University.
Home run pick. Jace Richardson is an absolute gamer, man. I loved watching Jace Richardson at Michigan State. I had him ranked 10th on my big board. 10th. He ends up going 25th to a team that traded 16 for Desmond Bane. They had a late first-round pick from the Aaron Gordon trade here, and they get somebody that is a good athlete. He can play up the floor. He shot 41% from 3. He's a good free throw shooter. He knows his limitations defensively. Better wingspan than a lot of the other smaller guards in this class. And he was a low usage role at Michigan State. Was asked what he wanted to do. Love this for Orlando. They have so much size there as it is that he could be complemented nicely over there. I love this for Orlando. I love this. This is an A+. This is an A+ for them. I think every single mock is cooked for sure. All right, let's see what the Nets got here.
With the 26th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Ben Saraf from Ganyoshia, Israel, and the Club in Germany.
The Nets just took 3 guards.
This one, the 6'6" guard from Germany.
The Nets just took 3 guards. I mean, holy upside.
And with the 27th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Danny Wolf from the University of Michigan.
And you hear that roar? That roar from the crowd is these fans knowing that Danny Wolf has waited hours tonight to hear his name called.
Dude, good for Danny Wolf. I mean, I don't know if there's any other guys in the green room that haven't been selected. Maybe Rasheer Fleming, I forget. But, you know, Danny Wolf is such a fun player. And honestly, what they're building in Brooklyn, I kind of like Danny Wolf in the system. I think that's really good value. Wolf, man, great ball handler for somebody his size. He played the power forward last year next to Vlad Golden in the front court. He could play off of big men like Nick Claxton and Day'Ron Sharpe. And maybe they end up with another big man in the second round. And he's somebody that could space the floor. He shot around 33.5% from 3 last year. I'd like for him to be better at the free throw line, but he's a fun, creative offensive player. He's unique. And that's been the moral of the Brooklyn Nets draft story. Uniqueness. Egor Demin, Drake Powell, Nolan Traore, and Ben Saraf. It's unique, for sure. Tiago, thank you for the donation. I think maybe the Nets are targeting more experienced, ready players. That could be it. A lot of upside in these picks, for sure. Like some other guys on the board. Even Derik Queen.
Gonzalez from Madrid and last played for Real Madrid.
Did they take Hugo? Oh, wow.
I do want to acknowledge the emotion we just saw from Danny Wolf and his family. But first, let's get to Hugo Gonzalez.
Hugo Gonzalez goes to the Celtics. I'll get to the rest of your donation in a second, Soulful. But, okay, Hugo can defend. Hugo's a good athlete. He's stocky. He's like 210-ish pounds, 6'6" as a teenager, which is really impressive. But, man, he's been in Europe for a while and is not shot well. So maybe Boston thinks they could fix the shot. I would have preferred McNeeley. Yeah, I don't really love Hugo here. There's some better players on the board for me, but I mean, I guess I just prefer Rasheer Fleming. But yeah, so far I love Amari Williams in the second round. One of the best playmaking bigs in this draft, probably behind like Hansen Yang and Derik Queen. Did I miss any donations? LeBron James, thank you for the donation. People aren't talking about the Pelicans trading up. Moving that 2026 swap is rough. I agree. Derik Queen must work out. Derik Queen must work out. Because what if that pick is in the top 5? All right, let's see what we got. This is the Hornets.
To Charlotte, here's Commissioner Sorber.
With the 29th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Liam McNeeley.
Okay, so this is
from
the
the
Charlotte
University
Hornets.
of Connecticut.
He waited all night, and
And
here
they're
is
staying
his
early.
moment.
I mean, dude, Lee McNeely at this value is really good for Charlotte. They got shooters around LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller now. I think it's a good pick. I think it's really good value. I know you traded away Mark Williams. They need a center. They have two, but I guess I should remember they have picks 33 and 34, so they can get hopefully one of right now or Kalkbrenner there. For sure, Fleming, if he doesn't go here, is going to be kind of wild, but I think this is really good value getting Lee McNeely, who could be a good shooter, and I believe in the shot, and hopefully Charles Lee and that staff does too.
With the 30th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the LA Clippers select Yannick Conan Niederhauser from Freyschel, Switzerland and Penn State University.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser, again, Perk, one of these young men
Wow.
who decided to come anyway.
Dude, he came to the draft, and he was, what a rise for Conan Niederhauser. Nobody had him on draft boards. He shines in the G League elite camp, gets the call up to the combine, shines there with his athleticism, and he goes ahead of Kalkbrenner. He goes in front of Ray now. That's a shocker.